Hello, welcome to week 78. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've got some good training in and that you're getting yourself ready for Christmas, whatever that might mean to you, whether it's a family thing, getting your presents, sorting all your food out. It's only a month away, isn't it? It's Monday the 25th of November today, so in exactly a month's time it's going to be December, which means that in a month's time and a day I'll be doing the Boxing Day time trial, which is our old club 8-mile ride that we don't do anymore. We have a different course, but we do that on Boxing Day. And we also have the Boxing Day run, which I love doing. It's a really famous run around these parts, and it's been won by the fabulous Emma Pallant on occasion. I'll be interested to see if she comes and races it this year. So I've taken a slightly different tactic to my ideas this week, because I started writing some notes on it, because quite often when I go into some of these kind of more detailed things about what's going on upstairs, which at this time of year is quite a common thing for me to do, I tend to miss a load of stuff out on video. So I started to make some notes, and in the end actually I realised that those notes are probably a little bit more beneficial than me rabbiting on for 20 minutes. So if you want to read what's in the description below, then be my guest. It's quite detailed, quite in depth, but at least I can get my point across without any kind of mess ups, which is the most important thing. It is about taking back control, and that often, sometimes in our heads, when we see people, we may not realise the positive and negative things that people are doing. It isn't necessarily the way it seems. It might be a way of them controlling something in their lives that in other places they can't control stuff. Anyway, that's what I've written in the description below. Please do feel free to have a look at that and make any comments you like about it. But what I have decided to do in this video is just tell you about a few things that I am looking forward to, and tell you about the last week that I've had in terms of training, in terms of what's gone on. So between last week and this week, I've had a couple of swims which have gone really well. The pace seems to be there. Endurance maybe is there, I don't know. I always feel that with swimming, if you take 1 week off, it takes you 3 to get back. I always feel like it's one step forward and then takes you 3 to get back there. If you take any time off with swimming, it's pretty unforgiving. But I feel like I'm doing okay with the swimming at the moment. I'm certainly enjoying it. But with that and the run, I can't wait to lose some weight, because I'm certainly feeling very fat in the pool, as I am when I'm running as well. When I had a really nice run, very easy. It's that time of year to do easy kind of mileage stuff, get that aerobic base up together, and just to get back into the swing of training for me. But I'm not liking the way that I'm feeling, if that makes sense. The plan also is to ride in on a Monday into work, but I've also decided that if the weather's too grim, to save myself having any slips or falls or getting poorly, and because I only have a couple of hours at work to dry all my kit and everything, that if it's raining, I'm going to hop on the turbo, which is what I did this morning. So I've done a run, I've done a bike, I've got a couple of swims in, and I've really enjoyed it this week. Something else that's happened this weekend was I spent 2 days over in Cardiff with British Triathlon doing their level 3 diploma days. I've got a course that's going to take anything up to 12 months. I hope it doesn't take me 12 months to pass this current piece of coaching coursework, which will be an exciting thing to kind of look into. Had a fantastic time. The coach development team are brilliant over there, particularly Rich and Mike, who looked after us this weekend. Went over with my friend Andy, who you might have seen in a couple of videos. He was in the Cardiff video and also has been in a couple of my swimming videos. Who's a fantastic athlete and a really great coach as well. And also the other coaches that were on that particular weekend, really knowledgeable, really extremely brilliant coaches, and I've learnt loads from that. But as a consequence of that, if I keep talking about how much time I'm kind of using doing other things, I ended up effectively, after I came back and did all my training plans for the week, I ended up with about 2 hours last night of the whole weekend to just be able to sit down and relax. So other than the fact that in a month's time it's going to be Boxing Day run and Boxing Day time trial, what other things am I looking forward to in this coming week? Well, this week I've got the last of my, this side of Christmas, filmmaking masterclasses that I'm doing at university, which are really good fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing them, but it does make for a 12-hour day. I pretty much leave here at 6:45 in the morning, get back about 10:30 at night. It's a long old day. I'm looking forward to being able to take a little bit of time back on that Thursday. Likewise, I'm looking forward to being able to get some actual sessions in again. Last week I managed to cram a run in. I was really proud of myself because I had a very short window of opportunity to get out and do a run. I could have easily just sat on the sofa and taken that time out because things are so hectic, but I actually decided to get out for a run, and my intention is to do exactly the same thing. I've jiggled things around this week because swimming has been cancelled tonight for some kind of issue at the pool, if you read between the lines there, which means I'm going to go to Hengrove in the morning, get some swimming in, which means that when I've got this video edited and it's starting to export, I'm going to go out and get a run in, and that means that already this week I will have done a turbo session a run and a swim by this time tomorrow morning. I've just got to look for those little windows of opportunity, and as and when my time gets more freed up by the evening class stopping and stuff, I'll be able to do more sessions. But it is the winter. I'm just doing nice, slow, easy sessions at the minute, but I am looking forward to getting a bit more training in. I'm looking forward to wrapping the filmmaking course up, and I'm looking forward to starting my coursework for the level 2 diploma. And another thing I'm looking forward to trying out this week is just the idea of taking 5 little criteria, so food, drink, training, and mental kind of state and sleep, and just giving them some arbitrary figures. Minus numbers are negatives and plus numbers will be positives, and giving them a score each day just to see if I can kind of use that as a way of motivating myself just to go that extra mile when perhaps I don't want to not eat that thing that I possibly otherwise would do, and just seeing if that's any help to me, and it just helped me keep track of how those things are going. And that is pretty much it this week. No big plans, no great big kind of aspirations or anything, just the fact that over this next month I really want to focus on trying to do the TT and seeing how I can ride that the best I can. I've got some plans about trying to ride that with an even power. I always really struggle on that course of keeping really even power and even kind of cadence on there with the gearing side things. So I'm going to be doing some practice on that over the next 4 weeks, and also just kind of getting some running in so that I'm not so horrendous when it comes to Boxing Day. My intention is not to be beaten by Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer like I was a few years back. Have a good week. I'll see you in week 79.